Hello? My name's Kathy. Can you tell me your name?
No.
No? Why not?
Hello and welcome. My name's Kathy A, and yes, another off the beaten trail kind of thing for me. I know I normally do a makeup channel, but it just is so much fun every Halloween to do something interesting and unique. Now, I took a very interesting ride down to a part of Connecticut that has two very special locations in it. In the Bridgeport area, there is Monroe, Connecticut, which is the place where the cemetery is that Ed and Lorraine Warren are buried. And then just about 7 or 8 minutes up the road is Union Cemetery, and that's in Easton, Connecticut. Now, I have visited this cemetery now 3 times, and this time I decided to bring a paranormal tool with me. And this is a P-SB7. This is a kind of like what they call a broken radio or a spirit box. And I decided to go through the cemetery with this on and just chit chat. I have kind of an odd view of ghost hunting in that I really feel that empathy and communication is really important. And the fact that you seem to care about people, want their story to be told, or why are they still around, or why is a part of them still around? I don't know. What the heck are ghosts anyway? So I didn't have a lot of faith in a device like this. It's very noisy, and I put a little speaker on it. So it's like a little bit of a speaker. So I did do a lot of this video with this radio on, and it's quite loud and kind of a loud noise to it. I did use this and walk through the cemetery, but I think what I'm going to do is start at the very beginning of my journey in this cemetery, and it all was from this book by Ed and Lorraine Warren, and it's called Graveyard. Now, they wrote this book basically so that they could cover some of the storylines for what they feel are spirits and presences around the Union Cemetery. So the first third of this book is all about Union Cemetery in Easton. It is known as the most haunted cemetery in the United States, and I have a tendency to believe that. I can't quite believe what happened. I went there on October 31st, 2021. I went to Ed and Lorraine Warren's grave, and I filmed there. I uploaded that video. I will have that linked at the end of this one and also down below in my description bar. I received several emails after I uploaded that. One was from YouTube saying it's a copyright strike on my video. I cannot make any money off of that video. And I had the option of removing that final song, which is sung by Bing Crosby, which is why I got the copyright strike on it. And I decided no. It's really important to Ed and Lorraine. That was their song, and I thought that since this whole show about Ed and Lorraine Warren was about them, I thought that it was a fitting tribute to them. And so I am not monetized for that video. I do not make any money on it, and it's really just in tribute to them, and also for anybody who's curious about their grave. All of the radio transmissions were real. I can't really fake that. Somebody said this is all fake. I'm like, the only thing fake was my bad hair from 2020 in that video. Oh my God. I was like, this is my real hair now. But I was wearing wigs a lot because I had a lot of hair loss from a surgery I had. So this wig that I'm wearing in this other video is just awful bad. It's just bad. Oh my God, I'm so embarrassed. Anyway, so I'm going to start off with excerpts from the video I recorded last year. I show you some of the things that happened to me last year in this cemetery, and then I'm going to go through the cemetery with this. Now, I was in there for probably about an hour walking through, just talking randomly, and I'm just, hey, how's it going? What's your name? Beautiful day, just chit-chatting like there's real people around. And when I first started doing it, there were all these hello, hi, 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 all these different things, almost like I was entering a dinner party. It was really weird. But the most profound thing that happened was at one particular gravesite, and that shook me up so bad. I don't know what I did, but I did something to this, turned off, and my phone went down in power to like 30%. My tablet was down to 26%, and I didn't even use it. And then I had a small camera, a Samsung camera with me to take some of the shots, and that went dead also. That had batteries in it. So I think that whole thing where they say that, batteries and equipment, energy drains from it, I've seen it with my own eyes now, so I believe it. I believe it. I was told in one of the things I read about this device is that you should stay within a 10-foot radius of whatever you're trying to communicate with. And I didn't do that. I kept walking around, but I kept coming across different things as I went to different areas. There wasn't really a good way to do it, and there's no real instruction book as far as when you're going through a cemetery what to do. But I found some really interesting things. I hope you find it interesting as well. This video is a little long, so I did put timestamps below in my description bar so you can see where the chain of events are, and I hope that will be helpful to you. I really enjoyed Union Cemetery. I'll probably go back again maybe in the winter time. It might be very interesting there in the winter. So I'm starting off the video with excerpts from last year's 2020. I was there on November 2nd, and the very first thing that greeted me was a bluebird flying right by my head, and I had just left the Warren's grave. And Lorraine Warren loved birds. She loved bluebirds. And there was one flying by me on November 2nd, way past 2 months past when they actually migrate. So I thought that was a very interesting little addition. The camera that I used last year was not as good quality as the one I have this year. I used my phone, which is a Samsung. It's a Samsung, it's the new one, A32, I think it is. So, but that's what I used. And I just basically was selfieing all through the graveyard. And I would just, hold the camera like this, and I was like this, and I was talking and turning, and so there's some awkward turns, some spins. I tried to get some good shots of the graveyard. And the reason I'm going to show you 2020's video is because I talked a little bit about the history of the cemetery and some little known facts and figures about what goes on there. Plus there were a few events from last year I wanted to show you. So without further ado, this is Union Cemetery. Now the Union Cemetery is located in Easton, Connecticut. That's down in the Bridgeport area of Connecticut. It's kind of the lower middle to the left side of Connecticut if you're looking at it on the map. And it has ghosts from the famous White Lady ghost, which appears on Route 59, which is a busy street that goes by. And there's a man in a hat that shows up a lot too. They tend to be more on the road or on the main trail in the cemetery, but it is said that you can go anytime, day or night, and you will see something or hear something. So I thought, oh, okay, I'll go there. And I went in late October the first time, and I was walking. It was only grass and dirt there, and then some leaves, because the leaves were falling. It was autumn time. And there's no hard surfaces, and I heard this like that following me, and I turned around and there was nothing there, and it didn't come out on my video. You can't hear it, or if it did come out, it's so faint you can't tell, because I tried listening over and over again. I couldn't find it. So I decided to go back a second time on All Saints Day, which is November 2nd. And I decided to go and film again. and hopefully I would find it again. If I heard it, I would go back and, like really try to listen to it. Say, can you do that again? I was gonna, talk to whoever it was doing that. Here is Union Cemetery. This is the Baptist church. That is right next to the cemetery. It was behind this church that a very jealous man killed and buried the husband of a woman that he was interested in. And he weighted down the corpse so that it wouldn't show and he would just seem to be missing. And then he thought, with the husband out of the way, he would be able to make plans for the wife. This is the sinkhole area behind the church. And to his surprise and everybody else in town, the corpse suddenly rose to the top on its own, even though it was weighted down. And he was found guilty. There are several stories about some of the apparitions that are seen in this particular cemetery. The older part of the cemetery dates back in the 1700s. We'll go inside, but I'm just going to pan very, very slowly. I realized panning the other day, I went so fast. Now, even in the daytime, people are saying that they've seen the apparition of a young woman in white bedding clothes. This to the left of us is a two-lane highway, Highway 59. It's a beautiful day, except it's very cold and windy. It is November 2nd, 2020. Often it is said in the underbrush, they see red eyes, a pair of red eyes watching, and they think it might have something to do with a very jealous man. His wife ran a dinner house or a diner, and she's a very lovely lady, and a lot of people liked her. One man in particular seemed to flirt with her, and her jealous husband, Mr. Williams, decided that he would take this guy out. He killed him, and to destroy the body, he burned it. He burned the body. And now they're saying that there's an apparition of someone with red eyes here in the cemetery. It doesn't feel peaceful only because of the traffic that goes by and very, very loud trucks and cars. Some beautiful detailing on the entrance gate here. Of course, a lot of people probably stop by in Halloween time, and this is actually All Saints Day. And I was visiting the Ed and Lorraine Warren's grave on All Saints Day to pay my tribute to them, and I thought I would stop by here for a second visit. Some bittersweet here wrapped around the fence. Now, this is a cemetery. Difference between a cemetery and a graveyard, actually, is that a graveyard is usually affiliated with a churchyard. It's usually part of the church, and the people buried there are members of the church. A cemetery is a public burial ground where the public can be buried of different faiths. They don't have to be members or even townspeople.
There are a combination of graves from the 1700s all the way up to present day. There are some people who have gravestones but have not yet died, so that they can ensure their spot in this cemetery. It's considered the most haunted cemetery in America because day or night things can be seen, heard, or felt. I'm going to go in here on this part entrance here. Now there are some short trees that are growing within the cemetery, and they can be misidentified as bodies of figures. Ooh. I guess Ed Warren had spent 6 or 7 days here, or nights, and came in and filmed and got nothing until the very last night. And I'm just filming. You never know what will come about. My phone was fully charged when I started this film. These are some of the older graves. Looks like there have been some damages over the years, but it's a tough area for weather. Get a lot of severe winters and a lot of very, very hot, humid summers. Can wreak havoc. The one comfort to having so much traffic going by is that there's people around. So if I'm running, screaming from the cemetery, somebody will help me, I think. It's a bluebird. Oh my goodness. I didn't know they were around this time of year. How beautiful. Bluebird. How beautiful. Now we just had Halloween weekend, of course, so a lot of people were here trying to capture ghosts in film. So I don't know if they stirred up anybody. I'm going to walk inside a little bit. Some of the graves have definitely been victims of the elements, and there are some tremendous weather conditions here. It's very, very cold winters, very, very hot and humid summers. I'm just going to pan really slowly. Now last week when I was here, I heard knocking. There's nothing here that would cause knocking. So I thought I would come back and see if I could revisit that and see if it would happen again. These were all people. They all died at different times. Some of the newer graves are located here towards the edge of the cemetery. And behind them you will see there is quite a drop down ravine there, a little cliff side that goes down quite steep. It's actually a perfect day to be in the cemetery. It's a beautiful sunny day, picking up some autumn leaves. You know, would love to see the lady in white that everybody seems to be seeing here. It's a very unusual graveyard cemetery. I mean, no disrespect to anybody who was buried here. I feel sad that many of the stones have broken or fallen. $18.50. This whole town is gorgeous. People are very friendly. There's forests and babbling brooks and pleasant suburban homes. What I noticed today, and I also noticed before, was how cold it is here compared to the rest of the area. Extremely windy. Look at beautiful carvings. 1791. Sacred to the memory of Mrs. Naomi Brinsmaid, wife to Mr. Josiah Brinsmaid, who departed this life, September of 1776. Skull. Here lies buried the body of Mr. Stephen Selly, who departed this life 1767, 71st year of his age. Ephraim Sellier, who departed this life the 8th, 1763, in the 29th year of his age. Sarah Hubble, the wife of Mr. Ebenezer Hubble, who died May 20th in the 93rd year of her age, an age which few survive. Wow. This grave had a lot more to it than that. It looks like a couple of eyes peering out. 1852, 19-year-old girl. We missed the loved ones, Cordella and Fanny. We missed the okay. Battery's gone on my small camera. It's interesting. last week when I was here, and I took photos and video. I had 100% charge on my camera. And when I got into my car after only an 11-minute video, it went way down to 54%, which is an awful high use of the energy. And like I said, I did hear knocking, like somebody walking on a hard floor with hard shoes, or knocking hard on a wall with a hand. However, it's all grass and leaves, so I found that to be a little unusual. Some of the graves are being propped up to keep them from breaking further. Hello, my name is Kathy A, and I am here at Union Cemetery in Easton, Connecticut, purportedly one of the most haunted cemeteries in the United States today. I thought we'd take a little tour today to the cemetery. I'll pan slowly if I can. And let's begin. Okay. Well, we are starting down here in the older end of the cemetery. The church associated with it is right there on the end of the street. These graves are very old. A lot of them have been ravaged by the elements, unfortunately. Now, I did bring one of these devices along, and that is supposed to scan the radio waves, and something, if it wants to communicate, will use the frequencies to talk. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to start at the end here, and I'm going to turn this thing on and see if anybody's interested in speaking with me today. And I assure you, I have both feet on the ground. I'm not nuts or anything, but people have been known to see things and hear things. And this is my third visit to this cemetery, and I have seen things and heard things. I'm going to turn on my device now. Okay. Hello? Is anybody here want to talk to me today? Is somebody here? Yeah. Seems like there's several of you here. Somebody want to give me a name? love it if one of you would like to speak with me. Would somebody like to speak with me today? It's a little bit faster. So with this device, apparently you can pull words from the radio signal and speak. It'd be kind of neat if somebody wanted to speak to me. Maybe I have a message for somebody. Hello? Is somebody here who wants to speak to me today? It's a beautiful day today. Is somebody here who would like to say hello? Somebody here today have a message? You do? Are you nearby? Hello? Gentleman who said I do, are you here? Are you here? A gentleman who said I do, are you here? Hello? Hello? Somebody here? Hello? Would somebody like to speak to me today? Is there a message you'd like to send to someone? Hello? Hello? Does somebody want to talk to me? Hello? Is somebody here? Somebody here? Is somebody here? Somebody here? Hello? Does somebody have a message for me? Hello? Do you have a message for me? Is somebody here? Is somebody here? Hello? Are you here? Hello? Is somebody here? Hello? I'd like to talk if you're here. Hello? Hello? Hi there. Hello? Somebody still here? Is there a message? Hello? Can you give me a name? Hello? Is somebody here? Hello? Is somebody here? Hello? Is there somebody here? I'd love to talk to you. There was a little girl here before. Are you here, little girl? I saw you right about here last time. Is somebody here? Hello? Can you talk with me? Can you talk with me? I'd love to talk to you. You have a message? You okay? My name's Kathy. What's your name? It's a beautiful day. Can you talk to me? Is somebody there? Hello? Is somebody there?
When I decided to change the radio frequency from FM band to AM band, something happened. And all of a sudden, I got voices talking coherently to me. And this was probably the most profound thing that's happened to me in a graveyard. It was so profound. I was shaken up. I was sick to my stomach all the way home. I was so stressed out from what had just happened. I didn't quite believe it when it was going on. And you'll see it, and I'll just let you be surprised like I was when I come upon something. I hear somebody keep saying their name, and then suddenly I see the grave. It's really quite profound. Anyway.
Hello? My name's Kathy. Can you tell me your name? No. No? Why not? Hello? What's your name? What's your name? What's your name? BULLIS? Is this Barbara? Hi. Is this Barbara? BULLIS. Hi. My name's Kathy. Are you Barbara? I see you and Willard were married a long time. Yes. Do you have a message? Are you Barbara? Or are you Deborah? BULLIS. Okay, Barbara? I see Willard. Willard joined you in April of 2017. Are you together now? You're welcome. Barbara, are you talking to me right now? Is it Willard? Willard, are you here? Staff Sergeant, U.S. Army, World War II. Thank you, Willard, for your service. You lived a long life. I see Barbara left you first. That must have been very sad. Barbara, are you here? Barbara, do you have a message for someone? Willard, you said the war? World War II. "70 years happily married." That's what it says on your stone. It's a long time to be with someone. Thank you very much for talking to me. Peace be with you. If you have a message, let me know. Would someone else like to speak? Hello. Is someone there?
So there you have it. That is Union Cemetery in Easton, Connecticut. You should stop by there. Parking is free. You're not allowed to go there after the sun sets. The police take note, and they do give trespassing tickets out. Because of vandalism in the cemetery, unfortunately, some of the gravestones date back to the 1700s. And some of the stones have been knocked over, destroyed, vandalized. So the police do park up in the lot facing the cemetery at night. I wonder if they see anything. They must see something. Anyway, okay, so this was my pleasure bringing this to you. I will be back to makeup very, very soon. In fact, I'll be doing my Sephora favorite picks for the sale coming up this week. I hope you all are having a very safe and wonderful week. Have a beautiful day. Take care. Doodles.